between me and you. I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. See, no one else will like you do. That's bottom line. Spend my life with you. I won't please you any way I can. I want you in my world. Don't you understand? Your love is no one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love is no one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
Rolling the way that I move, not breathe your hand. You only can rescue me. This is my breath. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus-size queens worrying about what to wear.
Maybe we just love like that. Sounds I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile, and it's hard for me to try to doubt.
Hey, Miss Mob. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you've had a great day. And Bush Barbies, you too. I know you may be busy, but thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Replay gang, I need y'all to do y'all thing. Guys, as you come in, please hit that like button and be sure to comment down below or in the chat. And guys, the most important part of this conversation is you. Be sure to join in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And be sure to say hello. Okay, guys, let me know if you can hear me now. I do apologize, and I was just running my pothole, and y'all ain't heard nothing. Um, so hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for checking in with me today. I know I was not here yesterday, feeling very much under the weather. I still really don't feel good, but I really wanted to speak on these two stories. So sick or not, sometimes the show has to go on. And I'm just as committed to this channel as I am committed uh, to my health, personal health. So I'm definitely going to keep it pushing. I do apologize. You guys did not hear me. Um, so let me kind of give you a brief synopsis. Uh, okay. First of all, I was up here at the top. I was saying hi to everybody. Joannick, Dash, Kayla, Lakeisha, Miss Cheeks. Let's see who else. Cheryl, hi and welcome. Cancer, hey love. Nisha, hey love. Let's see. Um, that actually might be it. I think the rest of these are you guys speaking to one another. I do know that people are creeping in. Um, I didn't give you guys enough notice, and I do apologize for that. Like I said, I wanted to get in here and get the get the video started. Not feeling quite well, so we're gonna make it do what it do. I don't see Shanae. Where's Shanae at? I don't see you, Shanae. Oh, there you are, love. Hey, how are you? Also, I wanted to address the somewhat of what Joanna was saying. She was saying that people are making excuses for Zanadia, and I guess I don't get what you mean with that. But we're going to kind of go ahead and get into um, the hold on. We're gonna go ahead and get into the live and go from there as far as talking about this. I don't really feel like people make excuses for her. I think that she does really do what she needs to do as far as a parent. So I don't think there's an excuse that needs to be made when it comes to that. Um, I think that she's a pretty capable parent. She doesn't ask for help. And you never see her. The only thing that you will really see when it comes to her is sometimes you'll see people you'll see people commenting her, for being young. And I know some people have been critical about the fact, even I said something about the fact that she uh, is old. She's kind of young to be on her fourth child, but I mean, such is life. She started having kids when she was 14. So in 7 years, she's had four kids. Now, the unfortunate part is that she has not been married. I don't know what happened with her and the first two kids' dad, but I know he is very present. That's another thing that I want to give her credit for. A lot of these moms that we deal with here on the internet, for the most part, don't have active fathers in these kids' lives. The only child at this point that we don't see with the active father's father is no longer able to be active. Up until the second he left this earth, they were together. Another thing, his family seems to do quite well at trying to, um, I guess,
give the kid attention because there's no father available. So I'm going to say that that's not the worst thing. And I'm just going to leave it there. Um, Joanne says Zanadia is 21, turning 22. If her mom is doing her bad, stop giving her a reason and do better. Well, I'm going to say this, Joanne. I'm going to be honest with you. A child will always yearn for the love of a mother. This young lady is trying to be, in my opinion, obedient as a child. She is someone who believes in God and she believes in honoring thy mother. That's why she prayed for her and her mother's relationship to be better. You only get one mother. Now, these other moms, I mean, these other folks we talk about, Peach McIntyre is one of them. You don't always get um, a child being respectful all the way through adulthood. Clearly, her mother is manipulative. Her mother wants to control her because having her under her control and having a child that continuously wants to try to do right does what? It opens the floodgates up for her to want the love of her mom, which means that she's going to do things that she probably wouldn't ordinarily do. Um, I mean, it's just a unfortunate situation and unhealthy situation where she finds herself. And that's really all I can say. I mean, I, I don't see where there's a need to take up from her for her. Cause she does pretty good being uh, a mom, being self-sufficient. This girl moved out at 18. Up to the point that she delivered that third kid. She not only did YouTube, but she also braided it. I mean, did locks and stuff. This girl, she's out there working. Maybe she doesn't have real direction, but for a person with no direction, she ain't doing horrible, you know? So she is trying to give better and do better. She even mentioned not wanting to, have this situation around her kids. Like I don't see where there's a room to quote unquote make excuses for her. I don't know what we would make an excuse about. She's young, she's got 4 kids. Hell, there's other people um that may find themselves in the same situation. You know what I mean? I had a friend, my friend started having kids when she was 16. She had one when she was 15, 16, and 17. Uh it was a lot of that. So when I just think about all the things that has happened, I think she's doing all right, you know. And it's nothing we can say about her being 21, pregnant with her fourth child. All the dads are there. The first 2 kids spend a lot of time with their dad. When it comes to birthdays, he participates. She already got one up on a lot of mamas right there. That other child, I mean, they were together until he was taken from here. That's not in her control. So you can't really beat her up for that, you know? But anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into the reaction because we'll be sitting up here talking all day about this situation when, I mean, it's not really anything. Uh, it's not really anything that, speaking for myself, that I can say I made excuses for the young lady. I mean, it is what it is. This is her situation, and we finna go and look at it and talk about it. So let me play my station break while I get it set up.
I think I know. I touch that fine for you. I do that three, but I think I know. I touch that fine for you. I do that three, but I think I know. I touch that fine for you. I do that three, but I think I know. I touch that.
Alrighty. Just making sure my crop is squared away and then we can get to the reaction. Y'all, I'm gonna do better. I do have a station break, but I really don't have commercials. Something that we could watch in the interim of trying to get stuff set up. So forgive me for that. That's something that I definitely will work on in the future, being better when it comes to that. Hold on.
This person gonna text me some bull crap because we got into it last night. And at the end of her text message, she gonna say to me, um, she loves social media. I'll go on her fucking YouTube page or create my own, like, yada 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 did her ass. She keep telling lies to my children, psychotic ass. And she started her message by saying Zanadia is one ignorant ass child. And I'm not even gonna read everything that she said in this message. But we got into it real bad last night because of a little freaking situation. She did something that triggered me so bad. So I sent her a long message calling her out saying, you wrong. You wrong for that. You ain't had no business talking to yada yada like this or that. You wrong for that. Ain't nothing changed about you at all. That's what I text her. She texts me all type of bull crap. But last night,
Now, I'm going to say this first of all, starting this whole thing out, it would be better when people come on here to talk about situations to just be truthful and real about whatever it is you're talking about. And when I say that, I mean, if you're going to come out here and talk about a situation, just tell us who it is, especially when we'll eventually figure it out. And then you're going to spend all this time trying to cover it up. I get it's your mother. Honestly, I get what she's saying. Why am I out here outing her like this? But she says she's going to speak on me, so I'm just trying to do whatever. Now let's keep in mind too, y'all. Zanadia is her mother's oldest child. Um, and I mean, whether she's her oldest or youngest or whatever, and even if this was somebody else, why speak on them like that? Calling them out of their name, calling them, like what she's saying, her mother saying, all of that. Why even go there? Um, there are so many ways to address that, and if y'all on that type of level, y'all should be speaking one on one.
I spoke my mind to her. But I just got back to the I just had got back from the doctor because I had a doctor's appointment today.
And well, I can't really speak on that because it's happening while she's pregnant because she's pregnant. I mean, things happen. Um, Dang, I was finna say something. Um, I can't think of what I was finna say. I'm sorry. But I wonder what happened to her seat right there. Did I speak on that? Cause this a brand new truck.
And I ended up going back to sleep, and I woke up to this text message. Zanadia is one ignorant ass child. Yada 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 yada. She a bit goofy for that one. And this is in a group chat. This is in a group chat. She is so sick in the head and needs psychological help because she thinks when she can't have her way, that she can take it out on other people. This is exactly what the freak I told her in my freaking message last night. I said, Ever, you think because you be tired and you be mad, you can talk to people any kind of way, but you can't do that.
I'm gonna say this about this young lady too. I remember, I think it was last summer, she uh let her sister spend the summer at her house. Um, Paige. Paige did help her with the kids, but in exchange for her spending the summer at her house and helping her with the kids, um, I don't know that she necessarily had to do it. But what I do know is that Paige, she gave her a $400 budget. She bought her all her school clothes, and then she bought her two pair of shoes, and they were name brand shoes. It wasn't no cheap, low budget, nothing. So that was a even exchange type of situation, and she probably just let her sister be there because she wanted to be there. It may not have even been a situation that she needed to be there. You know, she probably just wanted to get away because of so many kids at her mama house. And another thing I'm gonna say about Zanadia, very rarely do you see her just hanging out at her mom's house. She'll take her kids, she'll pick her kids up. But other than that, I don't really see her over there a lot. So I find it interesting how she says something about her using her or needing her. I feel she wants Zanadia to need her and use her because what does that do? That makes her feel obligated. Most of us as women have the reciprocation thing about us. When somebody do something for you, you feel open to want to do something for them, almost like you've reciprocated. So yeah, you want a person that has an unlimited supply of money to be in your debt all the time. Why? Because that means they're gonna be given to you all the time.
You can't be talking to nobody any kind of way because you are tired or you mad. You can't call.
Now I'm gonna say this. That's her mother, and I understand some mothers don't, even though you're an adult, they don't respect you as an adult. They still see you as their child, and they want you to stay in that place. Like they don't want you to feel because you're older that you feel that you uh, are outspoken with them. I had to get used to that with my kids in a certain way. I want them to speak their mind, but you know, some things that they do, I had to kind of, oh, wait a minute, she's grown type of thing. Like my daughter curses, one of my daughters curse. I had to get used to that because that's something I would never do when it comes to my mom, you know. And then some parents, like I said, they feel like even though you grown, you still indebted to them. I don't feel that for my kids. I always want my kids to be better than me. I always push for the better and things of that nature. I don't understand parents who don't want their kids to exceed all expectations, especially when it came from them having a life of struggle.
Nobody no bitch or do that in the third because you are tired and you are mad. And I told her that in the freaking text me.
Now, see, that's outside of the realm of mother daughter or daughter auntie or daughter child or whatever. Calling people a B, yeah, that's not cool. That's just showing a lack of respect for that person.
Message. And y'all, this is my old phone. This is
Damn.
my old phone because I wanted to get proof. I wanted to
That's one thing I'm gonna say about them damn iPhones. Them things be working way beyond where they should be. Like, good lord.
have all the freaking proof. What else she said? Okay, and this is what just triggered me to come on here and do this. She gonna say she loves social media. I'll go on her fucking YouTube page or create my own like this person did. Her ass, she keep telling lies to my children. Psychotic.
Now I'm gonna say this. Why would you want to go to where she makes her money to feed her children and cause issues there? Like you taking food out them kids' mouth. Like if you got an issue with this with your child or your relative, go sit down and talk to them. If y'all can't do it on your own, get a mediator. Most insurances will pay for therapy. Why go where she make her money and try to screw her? So because she's not in a place that you feel like she is, or she don't act how you feel she should act, you want to stop her from being able to feed her family.
Ass. I do not love no social media. Y'all know I would disappear in a freaking heartbeat because I just can't. It get overwhelming dealing with everything that I have to deal with social media. This is a family member. It gets so overwhelming dealing with everything that I have to deal with coming with social media.
Hey, Karen.
But I'm going to continue to do it because this is how I provide for me and my family. I don't work no job right now. This is how I pay my bills. This is how I provide, and this is how I have always.
You know what? It's funny you say that, Miss Cheeks. Because she said something like she was acting a certain way, and that came to my mind. Paige is getting older, and also I remember Zanadia saying that Paige was kind of out there, like maybe being a little too grown or whatever. So I felt like she is probably acting out because she's going through some of what Zanadia went through. And so Zanadia's tried last summer. Her goal was to take her kind of under her wing and save her, so to speak. I don't want my sister to go where I went. I know what she's going through because I've been through it. So let me take her under my wing, so to speak. And that's what I think it is too. And I hope not. Who? Dash. Yes, Zanadia is pregnant with her fourth child. Her mother is immature and ghetto Z, doing very well considering. Are you saying that she, hey Mira? Yeah, she is. I feel like the same. And it is hurtful. It is very hurtful when you love someone and they are acting as if they don't love you, especially if they're in a parenting position. That could be a aunt, that could be a mom, that could be a dad, that could be, whoever. But if this person is in a position that they took care of you as a child and then they treating you bad, that is hurtful because you want to love them. Paige was supposed to stay for the school year. That's when I really knew their parents weren't good parents. Oh, no, I ain't know that. Was that last year or this year? I wonder what happened because she ain't there. Hey, Tracy, baby, you right on time. Why did she allude to Medicaid and tax fraud? Honey, when you heard that? I didn't hear that. She hasn't talked about anything dealing with Medicaid as of yet. Yes, that's how my parents are. They don't see us as adults at all, especially me because I live with them. Yeah, Shanae, a lot of times, uh, it's hard for them to uh kind of go to that level. When my kids got grown, I started treating them like grown ups that were just my children. And so my mother would be like, where's this child? Where is that? I don't know. She grown. I ain't gotta watch her no more. You got 18 years, and you in that 18-year period of time, you do the best you can as far as training and raising. But once they get to that 18, 19, 20, depending on their maturity level, you change into supervisory mode. You don't have to micromanage them anymore. And that's how I treat my children. But that's not what my mother feels like should be done. I'm supposed to know where she at, what she gonna be I mean, what can I do? You know. You're guilty of still treating them like children. Well, here's another thing. It depends on their maturity level as well. Some kids you do have to keep like that, but other children maybe not so much.
provided for years. And y'all know, ever since I started getting paid from YouTube, that is the only thing this person like to freaking bring up is YouTube does, YouTube that. What
because they're jealous of her earning potential. She gets to be at home with her children, just being a mom, and she gets paid. And Zanadia get decent views. This baby, she's at what, 115,000 subs. She get decent views, and when I tell you people ride for her because they see a young girl doing the doggone thing. So that's probably why people are jealous. Not to mention the fact, I mean, let's be honest. She didn't have a car coming into the new year, but here we are at the end of February. We ain't even to March yet. And she just bought a car cash. There is money in YouTube. Now, does everybody see that type of earning? No, but when you take the time to find your tribe and talk about what you need to talk about, then you can get there. You can definitely get there.
After this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc, for this great t shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t shirt.
does YouTube or social media have to do with what our conversation was about last night? So she texted me that.
Now I'm gonna say this. You know, a lot of we talk about Peach a lot, and it's not much that she say that comes with great conviction. Uh, and she ain't right a lot of times just because of her mindset. But what I am gonna say is Zanadia do not need to let whomever, I'm sure it's her mama. I mean, let's keep it real. But she don't need to let her trick her out of her shoes, so to speak. And we got that from Peach herself. I mean, if somebody all they can talk about is how you make your money or whatever like that, it is something about that that they don't like because it's taking away their control of you. This little girl don't really need nobody. You don't see her asking for money or looking like she can't do this or do that. When she needs something, she take her behind to the store. She pays regular rent. She's not necessarily on no specialized anything. And she has a situation to where she saves money. A lot of these young girls on here, how many girls do we see on here showing us they life, got food stamps, got guys that ain't doing nothing? Like we don't see that with her, even though she's living with this raw dude. And yes, let's be real, that relationship moved kind of quick, but we see why. But he seems like the other ones. He's a provider. She took his debit card and when he spent it, he didn't get mad. I guess he felt, like he might have not did her right by whatever the heck he did. And so he sucked it up and they worked it out. I'm gonna base that on how things went and what we saw. But whatever the case is, he is there. Um, he spends time with the kids. He helps with her kids, giving baths and everything. These ain't his children. And most young men don't do that. But country men sometimes it's a little different. But I just say all of that just to say, um, you really see a difference in her as a adult than you do in some of these others. Jasmine, Chrissy, Liv, Nika, what's the other girl? Sky. Those Peach. These are six people, and out of these six people, I can't think of one of them that has a guy that's doing. I can't think of one of them that has an active father for the most part. Yeah, I think Chrissy got some, but not all. Not even 50%. Jasmine has it, but Jasmine acts like things are worse off to get what she get. And honey, now Liv has it. She does have an active father in Gerard. But I mean, when you look at the overall consensus, all of them are living the poverty life, and that's what they selling to YouTube. This little girl just living. We don't see her talking about being broke. We don't see a lot of those type of things, and that makes a big difference.
I'm getting hot, y'all. I gotta turn on the air. But I've been crying and I've been so upset because this woman tried to make me seem like the craziest fucking person ever. She tried to make me seem like something is fucking wrong with me and something is fucking crazy in my head. Y'all don't know nothing that I had to go through. And she even got my brother texting in the fucking group chat talking about I won't let stuff go from 5 and 10 years ago.
There are people that have trauma from the age of 5, damn 5 or 10 years ago. So that's really insensitive of him. And let's be honest, every last one of her siblings probably call her for stuff. I think her mother works a lot because she got to. She got all them doggone kids. Now I don't know how involved the father in the house is. There must be one. Um, but I think she does work a lot. The only time I used to really see her mom in the videos is when she used to come and take her places. I don't know if she had a problem with her car or what, but she always bought for her mama. She always did for them.
But don't nobody know nothing that I went through. Don't nobody know nothing that I still go through and I suffer from.
And you know what? When you look at her channel, that's not what you see a person that is uh dealing with things. You just see a mom momming. That and you know, she's really unproblematic when it comes to her channel. So for her to be on here and for us to see this was hard to watch and it was very saddening because I mean this little girl, she just really don't be doing shit, you know, just on her channel. I mean, for a lack of a better way to put it. I always see them as kids and they're grown as as if, oh yeah, we haven't heard from her mother. I hate people believe anything these days. No, but me personally, I've watched her a long time. I've seen her mother around, but regardless to their personal situation, it's the fact that you know, her calling her out of her name in a disrespectful manner, things like that. Those things don't have to happen, whether we know the story or not. What we also know about Zanadia is that she don't ask for. She's not a needy person. Like she makes enough money to take care of her family. She supplements her income with braid hair. She done went out and got a job before. We've never seen her in a position of poverty. We've well, low income, yes. Poverty, no. When I see a person that I consider living the poverty life, that's people like folks talking about food stamps and how they can't live. They got to go to the food pantry and blah blah this and that. That's what I'm referring to when I say the poverty life. If you can buy your own food, pay your own rent, I mean, a lot of these young girls, they depend on. Look at Sky. That heifer can't do nothing for her kids. Even when she had her kids at her mama house for 6 months, that was on the floor. We never saw her buy an air mattress, even though we talked about it. Like kids shouldn't be living like that. So it's a difference in my opinion. As expensive as iPhones are, they better last a while. Now that's true too, but I'm gonna tell y'all I had a laptop once and something happened. And I said my laptop was broke. I was in school and they was like, well, we can replace it if you can bring it up here, whatever. So I was like, oh, dang, they're going to give me a new computer. So the laptop was old, but it wasn't broke. Honey, I put that thing in the water trying to make it not work. I had to leave it in the water for almost 30 minutes before it finally turned itself off. And do you know when I took my tail to the doggone Apple store, because they needed a quote on it. That thing had came back on. They could tell it was damaged, but it had came back on. I'm like, really, bitch? I'm trying to replace you, and you just won't go peacefully. I was too mad. We still take care of ours, and they are grown, but they are our kids. No matter how old they are, we want them to excel, be better than dad and me. Exactly. And even with that, depending on the relationship or how you see your kids living, you help them. You don't have to be asked for help, you know? So, although we don't know the complete situation, why is she on her mother welfare case? Welfare? Now, I ain't heard her say nothing about welfare Southside. Let's listen some more.
Because I'm trying to fucking heal from stuff that her and another person put me through. And she keep on talking about I need to go get help. Y'all, when I started therapy in 2023, I started therapy because I wanted to heal and move forward from losing TJ daddy.
And I'm sure that was a lot. She was sitting in the car when the incident occurred that cost him. They was inside. She heard it and everything. She just didn't know at first. She said something told her to go in there, and that's how she found him on the floor. I mean, the girl has been through some things, and she was uh expecting at the time, and she already had two children. And I mean, even when we see her uh being a parent or living her life in her house, you don't see a lot of people having to come help her and let me pick this kid up, let me this, let me that. And then if her kids go to her mama house, she is sending them what they need. I mean, she's not a horrible parent. And I'm sure that was a lot to deal with. Like, you as a mother shouldn't be making it harder on a child going through that.
From losing TJ daddy. I wanted to heal from that. And then after just going there for the time that I was going there, I'm realizing I'm barely even talking about Tez. I'm barely even freaking talking about Tez. The
Wait,
only fucking
Kayla.
person that I'm talking about is this person and another fucking person. The main two people that's closest to me who have hurt me more than any fucking body. They are the only two people that I am talking about. I can't even grieve over Tez because I'm thinking I'm still hurt from everything that y'all have fucking put me through.
I understand what she's saying because I've been through a situation to where I was in therapy, and you think you going there for this, but the conversations and the thing that you deal with in the therapy leads you elsewhere. So that's definitely something to think about, as she's saying.
Everything that y'all have put me through, and to say I love social media so much, and I come and I put my business on social media, y'all, I have never ever ever came on YouTube talking about this person. I got fucking video podcast ideas with me and one of my old friends. We was gonna do a podcast together talking about the stuff that we went through because we was dealing with similar situations. So we was gonna sit down and do a podcast video, and I was just like, I can't do it because I don't want her to get no backlash. I don't want him to get no backlash. I just don't want that for them. I never came on here. Y'all done see me crying in plenty freaking YouTube videos, and I never called out the person who really had me fucking crying. Who really had me crying. And y'all, let me pull up the messages. Like, she tried to make me seem like a bad fucking person. She tried to turn everybody in my fucking family against me, especially my fucking siblings. Y'all, I done gave this person, and she tried to tell.
It's unfortunate that she's bringing the kids into it. A person who would bring children into something like that ain't nothing but a manipulator. That's some messed up shit right there. Every child expresses their emotions differently. Some act out and some just go into a state of anxiety and depression. That's true. She said Paige school was too far and she couldn't get Paige back and forth to school on time along with Zayla. That makes sense. Right. Right. This little girl might and does have issues. Who doesn't? But she is doing the damn thing with all of them kids she got and pregnant with a new one compared to grown trifling breeders and clowns. Yeah, that is true, Tracy. As a parent, it's hard enough to watch your kids when they little. Yeah, once they grown, I mean, as children, we're teaching our kids to be independent. We're not teaching them to be damn slaves that we got to watch after hell until our old age. Shit, at 18, 19, 20, you be ready to let them loose. So, if you do have other kids, you can get them through those trying times of teenagehood, or you just want to enjoy your life. Most of us have life that's left after our children are no longer young. I saw this last night and it was hard to watch. Exactly, Tracy. Her mom is clearly jealous. Yeah, her mother wants to control her. Hey, Peachy King. Welcome to the live, love. Miss She Tracy, I cried when she cried, and I'm not an emotional person. Yeah, because we see her work her butt off, clean her house. If she don't go put herself in bed, if she need a bed, I done seen her on the floor, but I ain't never seen her kids on the floor. But heck, most of the time her kids is in her bed. Like, it's not what we're used to seeing with these moms that sell. Oh, I'm on here, but I'm living the hood life type of thing. Is That's not it. The mother has either 10 or 11 kids, Kayla. I don't think her mom works it out. Really, keep girl, no ma'am. How unless the man work, how can she function? Miss Sheik, I said last night, it's three of the seven deadly sins: jealousy, envy, and greed. Yeah. She can't stand that her daughter has a checking account, and Zanadia lives, I think, off of a budget. Remember, uh, did I do a video about that when she wanted to get her nails done or she wanted to do something. Instead of her going to her bank account and getting money, she went and door dashed. And people was giving her a hard time about that. 9 or 10 kids, and yes, the father is the father of all of them. Yeah, yeah, she does have a lot. The mother does have a lot. But Zanadia helps with them siblings. She's buying stuff for her siblings. They can call her at any time and ask for stuff, and if she got it, she give it to them. And they ain't her kids. And then the thing about it is to think about doing that, you're helping your mother, and the mother don't appreciate that. Like she's still feeling the type of ways. Yes, they do. They do. Yeah, that's true. I agree. She's not a problematic person, and you don't see her in a lot of drama.
They're my siblings. That I use them, and I don't care about them. And this, that, and the third. And them the only motherfuckers I care about, other than my other than my own fucking children. I gave this woman $5,000 fucking. $5,000. She was supposed to give me this money back. I asked her for how many, 2 years, a year and a half. When you gonna start giving me this money back? When you get your taxes, give me this money back. Give me the fucking money back. I got messages of her saying she not giving me shit back. Take her to court about it. I got
Now that's some dirty shit right there, y'all. First of all, you shouldn't need to go to your child. If you got a man, Your man need to be coming up with that 5G. So that's already a bad situation. She went to her because she knows she makes pretty decent money on YouTube. Okay, that's already. She gets good views, so she don't even have to work as hard. She can put up 2 or 3 videos a week and make good money. And then when she gets money, she'll save. Sometimes I remember a time she didn't come online for 3 months because she didn't need to. She had the money. She budgets. She lives within reasonable means for her age. She cooks every day. Well, she cooks a lot. I mean, like I said, she's not living in poverty. She's not overspending, and that woman shouldn't have went to her for that. That's wrong, straight up. Why is you going to her? Hi, but yes, this child is a strong mom. She holds her house down and cook for them kids every day. She's a force to be reckoned with. And baby, when I say cook, she don't cook no hamburger helper, spaghetti, and hot dogs and neck bones, and then turn back around. This girl be cooking full fledged meals. She get, and then on top of that, she gets wig deals, she gets brand deals, she gets other kind of deals. So the girl is doing something with herself. And do you think that I would take that easy money and give it away because people feel a ways? Hell to the no, no, no. Because I'll be worried about my own kids. Let that lady worry about hers, you worry about yours. Yeah, you don't never hear her talking about that. Government assistance or whatever. You can tell this young lady has a lot of hurt and trauma as a mom. It makes me sad. Exactly, cancer. It does. It does. Okay, so on her mom's part, it's like a Nika situation. Oh wow, you gotta respect the hustle. Um, I don't know a whole lot about Nika, so you're gonna have to elaborate on that, what you just said, because we know she's getting a nice refund. Yeah, she probably is getting a decent, but this girl make like she just bought a $10,000 truck cash, or she just paid 10,000 cash. Put it like that, you know. So I mean, I couldn't do it. Her mom is wrong for not paying her daughter back the $5,000. That is not cool. It's not. She said $5,000, honey. I don't know what I would. And the sad thing is that make you not being able to trust your own mama. And then the thing is, lady, this girl helps you with your kids. I bet you not one of the other children uh was in a situation that they had a $400 or $500 budget for school. That mama couldn't do that. That $500 would have had to buy for all them kids. I bet you. I'm sure she ain't got it like that. Oh, you talking about who? Zanadia? You never know, cause I mean she makes decent money.
Gave her that to be able to do stuff for my siblings with. But I don't care about my siblings and I'm selfish. This is when I got my first apartment. I could have furnished my whole apartment. I could have freaking paid my whole freaking rent up for the year or any fucking thing. I gave you $5,000. That's something you never, ever, ever, ever did for me. Nothing. $5,000. 18 years.
And that ain't no chump change, especially for no young girl. She knew that she was manipulating that girl. That's why she asked her for it in the first place. She knew she had it, and she felt like she didn't deserve it. Her mother seems to have a sense of entitlement because why would you ask her for 5Gs unless you was in some kind of legal trouble? She gave you $5,000 to be able to do for your kids that you had with somebody that didn't give you $5,000. Like, think about that.
Years old. And I gave you $5,000. But I'm selfish. But I'm fucking
And you can tell her feelings are hurt at the things that her mother do and say. She cares about how her mother thinks. She cares about how she feels about her, and even more so, she cares about, she wants her love.
selfish. Y'all, I just been sitting and going through this freaking phone to show freaking proof. Okay, this is freaking. Let me see what date this is. This whole phone is broke. November 29th, 2023, 3:47 a.m. When I tell y'all this shit still keep me up at night. Still keep me up at night because I'm thinking, why do these people treat me like this? I can't even be mad at how other people treat me because the people who did fucking birth me don't give a fuck about me either. If they don't.
That's some hurtful shit to hear her say. That to feel like it's okay for other people to treat you bad because your family treats you bad. I really hope, Zanadia, that deep inside you understand that although your family may not do right by you, baby, you still deserve to be loved. Everybody deserves that. And y'all dogging her for having extra kids, that's probably where she seeks and feels like they love her unconditionally. And she probably thrives for that. It's sad to say, but there are women like that. They have kids because they want somebody to love them unconditionally and they feel that no one else will. Women do that. Now, am I saying that's what she did? No. But still, that's some sad shit, y'all.
Fucking care about me, then why should anybody else care about me? Why would anybody else care about me if they don't even fucking care about me? I typed this message on this date. I typed this message on this fucking date. And I like to type in my notes just to vent and let stuff out. Just to vent and let stuff out. And I'm about to read this message to y'all. This person trying to act like I'm lying. Trying to make me look bad to everybody. Trying to make it seem like I have mental issues or something because I call her out on her fucking bullshit. Let me read.
She's hurt because she don't have the love and respect of her mother. That is sad. Especially being that she clearly does something for her mother. She gave that lady 5 Gs when she was moving. That is the worst time to put money in somebody else's hand, especially that type of money. Now, I don't know what her bank account was looking like. I do know that she did start YouTube, I think around even before she had the little girl. So she had been on YouTube for a while at this point. But even with that, for the mother to ask and accept that money, it was clearly that she was using her. Now, I'm not going into the fact of what she's saying about their story and saying, oh, I believe her, her mother ain't ish. I know that there's two sides to every story, but these things that we're talking about are non disputed. 5 Gs, and you had no intentions on giving it back. She didn't expect her to want it back. She felt this girl 18. What's she gonna do with $5,000? I got XYZ kids, blah blah blah. That's where that shit came from. That's the entitlement. I mean, you ain't even gotta know for sure, and you can tell. Y'all, this some fucked up shit.
Let me read this message. 3 years later, and I still get mad and upset thinking about what I went through. I was 17 getting ready to have my second child. I know I disappointed everybody because I disappointed myself. So many bad events happened, I don't even remember all of the good. I hid my pregnancy until I was 5 months. I was having my granddad take me to my appointments and he never knew until one day he asked why I was going to the doctor so much. He was the last person I wanted to tell because I'm his baby girl. I knew he expected so much more from me. I was going to work and coming home, going straight to my bedroom for months. No one noticed. I eventually told my mom one day when I was at work. I texted her and said, "Mom, I'm sorry, but I'm pregnant and I'm having a boy." I probably could have told her in a better way, but I just had to do it. Eventually, everybody found out, but that's when the hell began. I'm just going to be straightforward. And y'all, I like to write. I write and I vent.
By switching to AAA insurance, we're able to save over 400.
This is how I vent to myself because I never, ever, ever want to come on YouTube and do nothing like this. I remember, I'm just going to be straightforward with everything and not waste any more time. I remember being in my room crying my eyes out every day, praying to God that nothing happened to my son from me being so stressed. I remember I had just started deep cleaning my closet when someone came and stood over me, cussing me out like a dog over $12, saying I'll make your ass go into labor early if you keep fucking with me.
Why would anybody say something like that? I mean, y'all, come on now. I mean, I know that there's two sides to every story, but for real, mama, like you can get that mad that you want your grandchild to be mortally hurt? Come on now. That you want this child to come here and possibly have deficiencies? Like, is that deep for you? I don't think it's nothing my daughter could do that would make me want that for her.
Saying that my son was going to be handicapped because I'm a diabetic. I remember
Why would you say that? First of all, that shows a great level of ignorance for her, for whoever, mama, auntie, whoever, to say that. That's number one. She already got a child that's healthy. So why would you think that this child is gonna have something wrong? Cause you stressing her out. But let's even move beyond that. I mean, it's really that deep for you? Like you that angry at your daughter? What did she do? What could she do? Or get pregnant young, following your footsteps, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. She taking it straight to the chin and handling her business with them kids.
standing in the kitchen fixing my daughter food, and all of a sudden shoes getting thrown at me and me getting so angry, ready to fight everybody while being big and pregnant. I remember having to ask my granddad to take me to work in the doctors every week because nobody wants to help me anymore. I
So now y'all want the child to be affected because y'all mad at the daughter. What, for breathing, for being there? Like, again, I must ask, is it ever that deep that you want to take it there?
remember I had just gave birth. An hour later, someone, and I keep saying someone because I never put a name on it. I remember I had just gave birth. An hour later, someone texted me a long paragraph saying how stupid and dumb I am, how I better find somewhere else to go because I wasn't coming back there. They'll
So obviously that's her mama. So you want her to beg you. You want her to grovel to you. You feel that deep. What the hell is your mama? Cause she should be cussing your ass out.
call the police on me if I came back. I remember going through it. I remember going through it with my BD. This person was there for me and then turned around a month later saying I should have let your dumb ass kill yourself over him. I remember
Y'all, that's a lot. That's a lot. Mm. That would break my heart to know that my child feel that way. Fuck all that's a lot. But you know what, y'all? This is her mama. So she gonna know. Especially think about this, y'all. She probably had her money at first going to her mama's account because she was 14 when she had her first child. So she was a minor. So she started YouTube as a minor and started making money. Just think about that. Just because you get pregnant young doesn't mean that your life is over. Your path may change, but you can be successful. That's the lesson I always try to teach young women. So what we gonna do? What's the plan, Phil? That's my saying. What's the plan, Phil? Like what you gonna do? How you gonna change? And how you gonna be a success with this situation? We can't worry. Just like when everybody first started going off about her being pregnant. Yeah, I said it's unfortunate, but number one, she takes care of all the kids she has. She ain't out here begging. She ain't out here living the poverty life. Yeah, she made it more difficult for herself because that's one extra person to take care of. But let's keep it real. She done did it so far. And I'm sure being at home with her mama, she helped with her mama's kids. Let's keep it real. When mamas is having babies like that, somebody helping. As soon as she got money, what would that mama had got that money if this girl didn't have that 5Gs? Like let's be real. Where would she have gotten it? Who else would you have used? You messing with this kid because you know how to make her weak. You know how to basically take from her and how to control her. And that is so unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, cussing her, throwing shoes at her for $12. Now, mind you, but then later taking 5,000 from her. Crazy.
Remember when it was time for us to leave the hospital, our ride calling and asking who was coming to pick us up, and me hanging up crying my eyes out, being so embarrassed because I had packed all our things up thinking we were about to leave the hospital. This person gonna text me the day before it was time for us to get picked up from the hospital after me having Harvey, and she gonna text me and say, you in for a rude ass awakening. You in for a rude ass awakening. I never knew what the hell she was talking about until the next freaking morning. We packing our bags thinking we about to get ready to go home, and I'm calling my grandma like, hey, when you coming? Where you at? She gonna say, oh, yada yada didn't tell you. I said I wasn't gonna be able to come and pick you up today. I thought you was gonna ask your granddad to come pick you up. So the whole time she knew that she wasn't coming no more and didn't even tell me. I
Now, that's my question, and that shows she a manipulator. But why didn't grandma call her too? Why wasn't grandma checking on her in the hospital, seeing how everything went with the baby, make sure everything was good? Why hadn't grandma come up there to see her and the baby? This still a minor at the time. So that's already bad. But mama set you up for failure because she knew grandma wasn't coming and she said nothing. She just sent her that. Like, what? Is it because you felt like you didn't want another child in your life or in your house? She can't move out till she 18. She could have signed emancipation papers if it's that deep and let the girl move out. She could have got low income housing at 17 if her mother would have signed and gave her permission. I mean, girl, really? That shit is crazy. Yeah, she's a type 1 diabetic. Many diabetic mothers have healthy children. Yeah, I was hot in grandma. You saying her grandmother been gone 10 years? Is that what you saying? Wow, how could a mother want bad for a child and unborn? Exactly. Crazy cancer and mischief, pure evil. Hey, Jacqueline Davis, just me, mods. Hello. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, there are moms that are jealous, but what is it that you wanted from the kid? The better thing would have been to tell her she's okay. You're saying she's clearly disappointing you. What can you do? What can you tell her so that she can maybe please you better? Because good Lord, this girl she was literally climbing a mountain that she would never get to the top of. The first video I saw of her, she was frying chicken for the whole family. I was like, dang, she's a teenager. Yes, ma'am. And she'll cook over there and have her mom and them come pick up food. She does help her mom. She tries anyway. Yeah, it is. And especially when you're manipulating the kid. I've learned after raising kids and seeing other kids grow up, there are so many worse things than a child getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant. I mean, because at the end of the day, what you gonna do about it? The baby here now. I mean, or at least it's gestating. It's unfortunate. You get disappointed because you don't want that for your child. You don't want the path to adjust like that, especially depending on how responsible the child is. But I mean, once you get over that, you look and help them be successful because it's not the end of the world. This ain't the 20s and 30s to where people were looked at very negatively for that type of situation. Just me, when I saw this video, it just hurt my heart. Yep, Zanadia is such a sweet, giving spirit. And for someone to say those hurtful things were so hard to hear. Yeah, she doesn't ask for anything from anyone. She don't. And that's real talk. She don't. I've watched her for quite some time.
I was so fucking embarrassed and hurt, and we had me and Javi and Zayla that was literally waiting for hours, waiting for his aunt to come and pick us up because she knew that she wasn't coming no more and didn't even fucking tell me. Um, I cried the whole time I was in the hospital. I can go on and on. I went to work every day, no matter how bad or sad I felt. I got up and kept going. I don't want any sympathy. All I want is an apology, which I know I'll never get. This is my way of venting, releasing, and telling a little bit of my story, piece by piece. My boy is almost 3, and I thank God for him every single day. Y'all, I have so many fucking notes in this phone talking about stuff like this that I done fucking been through. And for this person to say I love social media so much, I put all my business out. I have not told a half of nothing that I ever went through. And then got my brother texting me talking about I'm acting like we didn't have a good childhood. I'm thinking about stuff from 5 and 10 years ago. I'm still going through shit with this motherfucker. Even from being a fucking child. So it never stops. Whenever this person get mad, her fucking true colors start to fucking show. And it's so crazy because she could go on and say I'm a liar and does that in the third. Even though I don't deal with my kids' first baby daddy, this motherfucker can get on here and tell y'all how one time, this was before I had Javi, I told this person I don't want my baby daddy coming to the house because we hadn't just fell out. I did not want him coming there. She still allowed him to come over there, and I was angry because if I tell you don't have this person come over here, why are you allowing him to come over here? She came in the room, got all in my face, this close to me. I pushed her back out of my face, so she started to try to fight me. We all in the house fighting. She
Okay,
brought me
Missy.
out into the hallway. This other person was up in the room cutting hair. I'm thinking this motherfucker about to come out and help me. He come out and start hitting me too. He started hitting me too. Gonna take Zayla away from me. Gonna put her in the room. Talking about she's staying here. I need to leave and do that in the third. And I told this person, how you gonna take my goddamn child away from me and you don't even take care of your own kids? And when I said that, y'all, this motherfucker snapped. He literally ran through the fucking house, talking about, oh, I'm about to kill this bitch. I'm about to kill this bitch with my gun at. And I kept saying, kill me, please, kill me.
Oh, I hated to hear her say that. But baby, the whole argument. First of all, I'm not going physical, like that with my somewhat adult child. She may have been under 18, but she was in an adult position because she was mama and she was pregnant. But to hear that, no, baby, we got to sit down and we got to change the whole trajectory of this. First of all, whatever I'm so upset about, I'm going to fix it. Like we gonna have to talk about it. We gotta do better. We gotta be better because we gotta do good for these babies that's coming. This is our legacy, our future. And I don't play about mine. Hell, I even tell my daughter now, I don't even want her don't pop my grandbaby, but she bad, y'all. She be needing her little pops. She is bad, bad, but I love her to death, and I love her being bad. I don't know why us grandmas don't be caring about that, because they're still our babies. But anyway, to hear her say this, and that woman don't feel like a failure as a mama, baby, you brought this child in the world. She didn't ask to be here. And although she is an adult, she's still growing. Help her. She shouldn't feel like this. She's coming into life, ain't even 18, feeling that way. That ain't on her. That's on you. You her mother. All right, Tracy. Like I just oh, that just hurt my heart to hear that. And she's such a sweet child. And she's a hard working, good parent too. But you all right with that shit? Man, you sorry as fuck, mama. Because you should have helped her. I don't care if it's just getting her therapy at that age. She should at honestly, maybe she needed therapy at 14 because she felt the need to reach outside of the home where her mother and possible father is for love. That's how that baby got there. Cause that nigga said what? I love you. People get manipulated every day like that, especially young. Yeah, and yeah, walking around with that already bad enough. First of all, living it was bad. Walking around with it was bad. But being here feeling like you got to come out here and talk about it because she threatened you, now that's worse. She did. She done did a lot for that mama.
Kill me, because I was ready to die any fucking way after having to deal with that all of my fucking life. So I'm telling him, kill me, please, kill me, kill me, kill me. And my baby daddy, Zayla and Javi daddy, was standing in front of me, like just covering me like that while they both trying to still hit me. And then they gonna turn around and call the police on me. I ran to my cousin's house to call my best friend to tell her what was going on so she could come pick me up or something. Cause I still did not want to be with my kids' dad after what we was going through. And this person had to call the fucking police on me. And I called the police too. They came and they still told me I couldn't get Zayla. I ain't have Zayla for like a whole freaking week, a weekend or something like that. Then she eventually started
This is all manipulation. She's a minor. You took her daughter because you could. Like, mm.
calling and texting somebody, you need to come get your child before I call the police. You took her from me. Y'all, I got stories for fucking days. And for this person to act like I am a liar, like I just made all this stuff up, it hurts so fucking bad. And the fact that she trying to turn my fucking siblings against me hurt me even worse. It
Yeah,
hurt me
Dash.
even worse. Even the night Tez got killed, she gonna damn text. She gonna, as soon as I get in the truck with them, she gonna say, "See, he told you was gonna need me again." What the fuck is that to say? He literally been gone for a fucking hour, and the first thing you gonna tell me when we get in each other presence is, "He told you was gonna need me again." This person, for some fucking reason, love when I have to fucking need her.
But
Love
she
when
can
I have to
manipulate
need
you.
her. And when I don't need her, all I'ma hear about is how I do anything for YouTube or this, that, like just every fucking thing. And like I told her, I said, I'm so happy And I'm glad that you said everything that you said to me today and last night, because I don't want no more fucking dealings with you no more. I don't want no dealings with you. You ain't nothing to me. Like, I don't want no dealings with you. Y'all, my whole prayer notebook is full of me saying, God, please heal our relationship. I don't want nothing to happen to her. I don't even give a fuck about the man in this situation. After everything that he did to me growing up, there's one person I just never fucking cared about.
I hope that don't mean what a lot of uh us assumed. I just hope it don't.
I would care if something happened to him, but other than that, if I see him, I'm not speaking. Like, it's sad as hell, y'all. I go to my old family home, see this person. We don't even speak to each other. We don't even speak to each other. So I don't even care about him. But the fact that the only thing I have did was pray, 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 pray. God, change their situation. God, heal her, heal me, help us to be able to have a relationship. Just that and the third. I will go and get my freaking prayer notebook. The only fucking person, what majority of each page is me praying about that. Our freaking relationship. And it's so fucking embarrassing. But I like when she do this in front of people. Like she saying I'm lying now, making me look like a psychopath to my siblings. Ride and witness it. Taz and anybody I have dealt with have witnessed the fucking treatment, how I get talked to, and everybody else. My old best friend, both of my old best friends, they have seen everything. It been plenty of freaking nights. I had one of my best friends on the phone with me, and she just listening to everything that this woman is saying about me. And like, I can bring anybody up on this freaking YouTube, and they can vouch for me.
I hope not, but
But
that
she texted, and she said, this is all.
that is another thing that usually does lead to kids being more promiscuous. It does. Violated, talked to inappropriately, all kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm sure there was trauma. I feel she is just copying Peach. Peach. So many did not have an ideal childhood, but dragging on the internet ain't it. Get help. But no, they rather drag the family. Well, our Lynn, she came on here because her mother said that she was gonna come on and be negative to her. So she's kind of trying to speak her side of it first. So that's what brought her to the internet. These things are old situations that's happened that she's still dealing with, and that's why she brought it up. So I'm just gonna say that I don't. This is not normal for her. That's why she seems so emotional because she didn't want to do it, according to what she said. Okay, let me go by that.
Screenshots from today in our group chat, but I sent it to my old phone. Like I said, only reason I came on here is because she said she loves social media. I'll go on her fucking YouTube page and create my own like Tay did her ass if she keep on telling lies to my children. So I said, okay, you done been saying this to me for years. Say I go put out all my business on YouTube and does that in the third. So now I done been want to do this for years. I've been want to speak my truth for years. I've been want to let this out and vent about this fucking situation, about what I go through for years. And I never did it. But since you want to say that, now I'm finally releasing it. I got plenty of story times to do. Plenty of story times to do. Plenty of fucking story times to do with proof. Every message. every video, anything. But she gonna text me the minute she make a video about me. I'll show her how to be a woman because I'm gonna file a lawsuit against her for defamation, and she'll be delivering her baby in jail. She fucking with.
First of all, her mama don't even understand how defamation work. Two, that statement made me think this is about money. See, she can't control her if she got more money than her. Also, by her being outspoken and acting more adult and being independent, she also can't take her money like she wants. She probably would take money out of her account when she was a minor and getting a little bread here and there. But then she got to the point to where here she pulling $10,000, $20,000 on a one video. So she getting two, $300,000. She probably was making a couple of grand. And think about from the age of 17 to 18, if she's making, let's say, 3 grand a month, right? Um, she making 3 grand a month. So that's 30, 40 grand. So then by the time you 18, let's say she spent 10 grand of it, or let's even say half of it. That's still $15,000. That's why she asked for the five, because she knew she had it. Then she goes and get her a place. Her first place probably was low income. I know she said it was in the hood. But whether it was or not, whether she was paying her own or not, I mean, she's done well for herself as a young lady on YouTube. Not compromising herself, not putting her personal business out here, not being overly promiscuous, none of that. And she still has done decent for herself. So, I mean, mom, I feel like she's jealous. I mean, that's just my opinion.
With the right one now. And the person is such a fucking manipulator. I told this woman why I was so mad and upset last night. I said, I'm not mad at this person. I'm not mad at that person. I'm mad at you. I just seen you do the same thing to this person that you did to me. And it triggered me. And I feel some type of fucking way about it. Because I thought you hadn't changed. Even though I knew you had not been changed. The fact that you still doing the same thing, me knowing how much you brought me down, me knowing how much you hurt me, and I'm still dealing with it. I'm still to this day dealing with it. And for you to continue to keep the cycle fucking going, I'm mad as hell at you. I'm mad as hell at you. And she trying to gaslight me or manipulate everybody and saying I'm mad at this person. That's why I'm doing and saying all this and that to her. I've been saying the same stuff to you before I ever even got in a relationship with this person. And this person said I'm a liar and does that in the third. I just went and found more messages. More messages, and I'm about to read my message out. But I'm not gonna say everything because I did call some names.
That's true, Jacqueline. Um, yeah, she's not problematic. Um, that's not her. I mean, I've been doing commentary on her for some years, and even before that, I watched her because I was impressed that she was a young girl, and I mean, the struggle was never there. You never see her need or whatever. You will see her get up and go to a job. Like she just did not act like the likes of some of the other people we talked about, and I admired that. I'm not gonna, you know, She young, she have a bunch of babies. Okay, I mean that ain't the end of the world. Now what? Because we can't change that. So we just have to go for what it is. Well, like I said, every child that Zanadia has an active father. Now I don't know a lot about Zahavi and Zayla's dad, but I do know that he is involved. When she threw a birthday for her one year, he put $200 in to pay for her an iPhone. Um, I mean, they go spend time with him. He get him on the weekends, things like he's there. And this is the first young lady I've seen that we deal with that all of the fathers are there. So it's not like she's out here having random intimate encounters with people and making kids. There's relationships behind it. So it brings about a relationship with the child. Even if it ain't the greatest dad, clearly she say they done been through their ups and downs. I know he cheated on her and stuff. She even circled back last year and dealt with him, and he cheated again. He is who he is, but he still be in them kids' life. So I mean, that to me is something to mention because I don't know any other mom that we talk about that has that 100%. Even the dad that is no longer with us, his family is active still.
She sent me some about don't come back down there, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. But I text her back and I said, I've been at so much peace not talking to you or coming down there, so I'm not even following you up. I don't call and ask you for anything. If I'm asking you about anything, it's about my medication. And when it comes to that, I will figure it out like I've been having to do. I can't say this part. Told you myself I was on her insurance. Was that high?
Okay, so she was on her grandmother's insurance. She's probably on the grandmother's insurance because this is her mother's first child, right? So for all we know, the mother had the child when she didn't have nothing but Medicaid, and then probably went to work and then didn't have Medicaid. So the grandmother wanted to make sure her grandchild was good, and she put her on there. Or when she had her, she just put her on there. And think about it: whoever claimed her, even while she was from the ages of 14 to 18, somebody was still claiming her and her kids. So she was a benefit to somebody. Whether they treated her good or not, they claimed her. Why? Because she ain't know no better. So the things that the mother seemed to be accusing her of seems to be the things that she did. And obviously, they're all her kids. They all depend on her. They all love her, so they believe what mama says. Now that's unfortunate. If Paige went to stay with her, they should have let Paige go to a school where she could catch the bus. That girl shouldn't have even been trying to do that. She already helping you yet again. It's just crazy. The whole situation is crazy. Cause mama, this girl is helping you whether she owe you or not. Even with you, having a back and forth situation with her, she's still being useful. So I'm not even gonna say the mama wrong, the mama right, because like you guys say, it is two sides to every story, but the mama seemed like a jackass. And the mama seemed like a using ass, manipulating ass woman who feels she's entitled to her daughter's money. That's just like the girl Tanea feeling like she was entitled to Keontae money because her kids was in the video. Girl, you got a channel that he let you keep with over 100,000 subs when you left, and he still let you keep that channel to make sure that you could earn for the kids, and you don't even use it. But then you want his money, so you don't want to make nothing. And see, that's probably what the mother situation is. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I thought her mom had a channel at one point in time, but I don't know her name, so I wouldn't know how to go look her up. But I thought she had a channel.
I told you myself I was on her insurance. What's that to hide? At the end of the day, I could get my own insurance and pay it. I was on my grandma insurance or some bull crap. I text Lisa and said what I said. I didn't talk about her and make any threats. So I'm about to text her again now and tell her to stop talking about me to you and keep me at y'all conversation, because I don't talk to you like that anyway. You can't compare me texting her to you texting a whole woman talking about her. Yep, I sure did. Yada yada yada.
Her mother treat her like she's in competition with her. She don't treat
Okay,
her
and
like
this
a
what else
child
I
she
said in this
has.
mess. It's so much, y'all. I can't even read everything. I said, I don't care about you not apologizing to me. That's what I've been going to see my therapist for. I will share my story one day and continue on with my life like I'm doing now. I've been at peace with my kids, not worrying about none of y'all mess. In the same way they can call and text me asking for this and that. The same way I asked them to watch Zaylen Harvey for me. I don't
So your kids can call me and ask me for stuff. I can give them my money. I can give them my time. I can come and take them somewhere because she does all of that for her siblings. But you telling them that I'm using them for them to watch my kids? Come on, little mama. Baby, that's even exchange. The best way to make money when you are a minor is babysitting, especially if it's a lot of babies in the family and a lot of mothers who are still young and social. I mean, we've all probably babysat if I know I did when I was 13.
need them to. You always talking about what somebody used to do. I know what I used to do. Talk about what you still do. We don't ever have to talk again, but you mentioned to me that you were filing your taxes in January. I want my $5,000. You don't have to let me file whoever like you said you were, but I want my money back. Either you let me file however many of them I need to file to get my $5,000 back, or you give it to me out yours. I want my $5,000 back. You went on and on about $2,000 that I gave you right back, but it's about to be over a year and I haven't gotten my $5,000 back. We don't ever have to talk again, but I will get my money back. Y'all, this was in 2022. I still ain't got that freaking $5,000 back. But in 2022, I had the situation come up and I needed the whole $2,000 for her. I got the she gave me the $2,000. I was supposed to pay her back in 2 days. I was supposed to pay her back in 2 freaking days. But with YouTube, sometimes your check will hit, sometimes your check won't freaking hit. It'll take days to hit your bank account. This woman texts me all type of mess. Don't you ever ask me for nothing else. I had to take that out of my savings. This, that, and the third. And y'all, whenever I borrow money from somebody, I always give them their money back. I give that money back as soon as I get paid. But the fact that you did all of that about $2,000, knowing you still owed me $5,000, I could have been an evil ass bitch like you and not even give you that money back. But I still gave you that money back because you helped me out. And I said I was gonna get a freaking money back, but you did all that about $2,000. But you basically stole $5,000 from me.
I do get that she hurt, but uh I would have still tried to refrain if this was my situation from referring to her in that type of tone, because then that way she can turn around and say, see, she's disrespectful, see, she's this, see, she's that. I wouldn't give that. I wouldn't let her have that over me.
And y'all, I could go on and 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 on. I could go on for days. I could go on for years about all the shit that I done went through. Literally. Waking up in the middle of the night, hearing motherfuckers talk shit about you. And I tell y'all, people be so jealous This YouTube shit, it come with the haters on the internet, and it come with the haters from your own damn family.
I agree. A lot of people do have to go through a lot of things. People don't understand or can't understand that. I mean, they are paying the cost by putting their family out there. Zanadia was just in a situation to where some guy was stalking her. Like, it's a lot, you know? And not only is it a lot, but it's unfortunate to have to deal with life on that level. Like, that shit is crazy.
I just want I don't even make dramified videos. I make mother videos. I vlog my life. I don't make drama videos. So why is everybody so mad at me for filming my fucking life? Why can't I record my life and make money from it?
You can, Zanadia, and what you need to do is stop caring about other people. At the end of the day, you are a mother yourself now. You can't keep yourself in a child's place in this situation. Let people be jealous. Who the hell cares? Because if you can comfortably take care of your family, comfortably live your life, comfortably do the things that you need to do to have a decent existence, that's where your focus should be. It shouldn't be on how others feel, especially now that you're an adult and now that you're about to have another child. You have to make the adjustments that you need to make to be where you need to be. You don't need uh to be in a situation to where you got to worry about all these people. It's unfortunate that you have to deal with this. It is sad. It's sad. Hell, that's even traumatizing. To even think about the fact that it's moms out here doing this type of stuff. But you gonna have to deal with your therapist, continue your therapy, continue to keep yourself mentally healthy, and take care of your family. Stop worrying about these people. Let them hate because that means you're doing the right thing. They say if you ain't got no haters, you ain't working hard enough, and you ain't doing the right thing. So, baby, let them hate on you and go on about your business.
Why can't I do that and do it peacefully? Why can't I do that? When you down bad, everybody your friend and this, that, and your third. But when you don't need them no more, they true colors come out. And I know I'm about to be dealing with hell and everything else. I know I'm about to be dealing with hell and everything else after this little life. I don't even care no more. I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I don't care no more. I know reactors gonna make they do whatever they want to do with what I said. I don't fucking care no more. I don't care. I do not care. You try to capitalize off my fucking pain, then I will make sure any video get took down in anything. Cause no, you're not.
Well, I'm gonna go and say this. Uh, if a person is a real commentary channel and they're doing what they're supposed to and they choose to talk on your story, sweetie, you can't stop nothing on that. Now, let's just keep it real on that. Um, if they take your intellectual property and do not transform it, you definitely can strike them. That is your entitlement. But when it comes to a channel that knows what they're doing and that does it the right way, it really helps your channel because it's going to bring eyeballs that maybe weren't already there or give people a better understanding that they may not have had and maybe bring them back to reconsume your content. So, yeah, I ain't really worried about that. If you do choose to strike, I mean, you struck before and lost, and you damn sure will lose over here. I'm just gonna say, but whatever.
not about to capitalize off my fucking pain. Nobody about to capitalize off nothing that I fucking had to suffer and go through.
It's unfortunate that a lot of these content creators don't understand that system. Also, it's even more unfortunate that they don't understand that we can definitely take their channels for striking without cause. Understand that. So, you guys that are out here and y'all so focused on striking because you think you can control the narrative of what people do and say, I get that you feel they're using your content. When they take that content and they talk about it, they change it from its original state. It is no longer your content. At that point, that is their content that includes something that you initially created. They took it, they transformed it, and made it something else. That's why they can use it. I mean, that is what it is.
And then this person gonna say everybody hate me. What the hell she said? You make everybody hate you because you so selfish and evil.
It's interesting that she's calling her selfish all the time. Evil, selfish, a user. How does a person that you're asking for money become evil? Is it when they don't give it to you or when they don't let you control them? Are they a user just because they got something that you can't get, or they ask for something in exchange for what you do get? I mean, I just found that interesting.
I hate my own damn self sometimes because I'm not selfish and I'm not evil. I give and I give, and I even said that in my text message to in the group chat last night. I say I give.
Jacqueline, that is sad and it leaves you empty. It leaves you feeling alone. It leaves you vulnerable sometimes. And that's when guys can come in and take advantage of your vulnerability because of that situation. She don't have nobody, and everybody for the most part, most people want the love of their parent. I mean, it just is what it is.
And I give and I give. And I forgive motherfuckers when I shouldn't even forgive them. I done been forgiving you for years, even though I'm not even comfortable coming around talking to you. I told this person one time, I texted her and I said, you are this to me, but I done been through so much that you don't even know about because I'm not even comfortable coming to you talking about my feelings because I know once you get mad, you're gonna throw up in my face that I needed your help or does that in the third. I done held so much in because I can't come to you.
Yeah, that's
I
sad.
can't come to you. And I wanna come to you. And I can't even fucking come to you.
Maybe she's at a point that she just needed to get this off her chest. We watched 30 minutes of the video. There's another 15 minutes. If you guys want to continue, you most definitely can. But we do get the gist of it. She is in the car trying to release. Her kids are in the house with her boyfriend. Um, I hope he can help her feel better about this because she doesn't need to be stressing during this pregnancy neither. Um, but whatever the case is, I feel bad for her. My heart goes out because nobody should have to feel the aloneness that she's saying that she feels. Nobody should have to feel the vulnerability of needing someone in a way that these boys can come and easily use her. They're able to do it because She ain't got nobody. Nobody for real. Especially once she became a YouTuber, it seemed like she became a marked person. And so that's kind of unfortunate. But at anyway, like I said, if y'all want to watch the rest of the video, you can go over there. We've seen uh, basically a lot of what was said. The other things are just a continuation of that. I'm going to go ahead and play the station break, and then we're going to move on to the second person that we're going to look at in this video.
I think I know. I touch that fire for you. I do that three, but I think I know. I touch that.
Hey, SJ Talks in Life. Welcome to the live. I don't think I've seen you here before. If you are new, please go ahead and hit that. Hold on, y'all. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. And yeah, it was a lot, and it makes you feel that way because you're not used to that type of content from her. She doesn't really show any drama. So for her mom to even put it out there like that, to me, I thought was interesting because what you talking about? She don't really um put out drama in that way that would make you feel that she is any of what she speaks that she was. Because her mother really speaks about her almost like she nothing. I mean, really, chick? And then this is your daughter. Like, why even do her like that? I don't know. Guys, I just don't understand it. I don't understand feeling that way about your daughter. I mean, sometimes your kids gonna do stuff to make you mad, and you have to deal with the anger of it, but at the end of it, you turn back around, you woo-saw, and you go on back to uh normal life. I mean, you got to continue to loving that child because that's your job. I mean, come on now. So anyway, hold on. Let me go ahead and play one of my little. I got a few little commercials, y'all. I ain't like some other people, but we gonna go ahead and put this out there.
Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you, but it's a great way to promote the channel. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you, but it's a great way to promote the channel. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check.
I hope I got that thing right. I think I got it wrong, y'all. Yep, I do. This need to be gone, and then there you go. Let's see what y'all are saying before we jump over into the next conversation. Yeah, that's what she was saying is that she really doesn't share that part of her life. She just does commentary. She just comes out here, she shows us her mommy and all the good stuff. Hey, me. me. How you be? Are you at work? I wish I knew what that little thing right there meant, y'all. You know how you use software, you done had it for a while, but you don't know what the hell with some of it. Anyway, guys, let's get on into the second part of this live. I did put that out. I got a few little. I'm gonna get better with my commercials. I know I don't really have a lot of them, but I'm gonna get there. What the heck is this? I must. Oh, I think I talked about Zanadia. Oh, you've been in the bushes. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, and I don't know why bushes made me think of this, but y'all know we did launch our t-shirts. I'm gonna play my little commercial for it. I played it earlier, I think. But I had a couple of orders. I am so excited and proud. Also, there is a coffee mug and a cup that's going to be coming. It will be up by Friday, so look out for that. Hey, Jaden. Jaden, was that you that sent that going totally left. Skyron done put out some screenshots saying something about she's got proof now. She gonna try to file charges against somebody. Was that you she was talking about? Jaden? I know Mimi was mentioned in it, which I don't think the person who wrote to her mentioned it. She's trying to say that whatever is going on in her emails has to do with Mimi's channel. And it's really stupid that she does that because, sweetie, you can't prove that. That's for one. Um, and it could likely be anybody. There's at least one, two, three, four, five. I know six. It's at least six channels that do commentary on Sky. So it's like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Like you can't even prove that is who you say it is. But whatever the case is that you? I saw it and I just got off work, girl. Ain't nobody worried about it. Tell her to pull out a receipt with my name on it. I mean, I feel you on that, child. Tell her to pull up some type of email with my name on it and take it to court. I don't even know. This is my whole thing. I am going to say this. Now, it could be anybody. Whoever it was is not using their name. They using damn, I forgot what it said, but whatever the case is, I was just concerned because she keeps wanting to credit the drama to Mimi's channel. And it's I know it's not Mimi, number one. Number two, my question is I did think about this, and this is a fair thing to think about. Sky, if this is somebody that you feel is harassing you, why the fuck are you having a conversation with them? Like, why continue to talk to him? That shit don't make no sense in my opinion. So I did think that was kind of slow of her, but whatever, whatever. But let's go ahead. The second part of this live, and it's not gonna be long, guys. I know I done had you here for 2 hours. Uh, we're gonna talk about the situation with Tiana J, and the boyfriend. I haven't really seen. I know somebody else brought this to the table first. They talked about it on their channel, and that's all well and good. But for me, I got a totally different. I don't know. I remember Mimi talking about it, and I don't remember her take on it. For me, uh, I feel a ways about the whole fact of her even bringing it up because it's like, girl. really, I really feel like she is taking this and using it for a ocular moment for her channel. You know, to get attention, to pull people in, emotional attachment, making people feel bad for you, things of this nature. Um, it's usually something that it helps you get views. And I just think it is really messed up that she used that situation because that situation had nothing to do with her. Not only that, not only did she talk about it's one thing to talk about it, but she actually went so far as to number one, talk about it. Number two, talk about the person involved. And then um talk about the person that was hurt. I don't know. I think it's all fake. I think she's using it just for views, and I think that's a pretty shitty thing to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over here to this. What she put up. Okay, let me go ahead and put that up. Gotcha. I mean, it's obvious that she comes to her own conclusions, but as commentators, we just don't be wanting no heat behind nothing that don't really got nothing to do with us. Again, that is on her, and the fact that she's even taking up the time. If you really feel like somebody is harassing you, block their ass and go on about your fucking business for real. I mean, that's just real. That's just that on that. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this second part of the live. We're talking about Tiana J. We haven't been over here in quite some time, but she did a video and she talks about this and she says, story time. I was dealing with a uh, M and didn't even know it. Uh, so I'm going to go more into this because the statement that she made in this subject is not correct. Because she said when she dealt with him was early in 2024. This incident with him didn't happen till late 2024. So at the time, he was just a deadbeat, or a cheater. He wasn't that until he actually committed the act. So I just really felt like she was really using this girl's story, and it's unfortunate and fucked up.
I thought about whether I was gonna come up here and talk about this situation or not, or whether I should just leave it alone. But I can't because it's weighing on my heart too heavy.
My question is, why would it be weighing on your heart when you did not know the woman? This story, so many times the victims get uh, forgotten. This ain't about him. This is about her. She is the one who needs to be remembered. That baby is the one that needs to be remembered, not you and not him. I mean, the fact that she used this to me is, it just shows to me again, she's a manipulator too. I mean, she's not a bad mom. Now, I ain't gonna go all that deep, but this is a way of manipulating something to her personal interest. Let's see. This is 2 days, and she got 16K views. Um, let's look at some of her other videos. Let me go over and look at her channel and see if her views that she got here are normal, or is this maybe a lot for her. I don't think it really worked out the way she thought it was going to work out, because I don't think she got any more views than she normally would have. but I definitely feel that she was definitely trying to use this story to her benefit, and I think that's piss poor behavior. Like, girl, the hell? Tion. I'm looking up her Tio. I'm looking at her channel, guys, and trying to look at her views and trying to see if the views that she got. So where she is right now is normal views for her channel. Uh, 10,000, right around the 10,000 mark. It looks like her shorts do a little bit better. But yeah, between 10,000 and 20,000 is about where she ends up. So that's not bad at all. And what did I say she already has here? She's 16. So this is on the higher side. So it did fare a little bit better for her. But I just thought that was messed up that she used this for her story. She's saying she's doing it like this was about her, and it's not. And girl, look at her.
And I know it ain't nothing but the grace of God. I literally
Now, for me, for her to say it the way she's saying it, I could see if he left her house, went to the girl's house, and that happened. I could see if she had a kid by that guy. There was circumstances beyond a casual relationship that caused their situation to be what it was. It wasn't, that direct of a story. So how she's doing it, she's doing too much, in my opinion.
just came back from a doctor's appointment. Um, and I found the news out at my doctor's appointment. I started putting two and two together, putting pieces together, and I'm like, nah, this can't be right. This can't be right. And once everything was confirmed, it was like I didn't know how to feel in that moment, and my heart just kept racing. My stomach was in knots. I had to hold back my tears because I didn't want the doctors asking me what was wrong. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. It's just so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking.
I don't even see nothing shiny on her face. Like, I thought she was crying. I don't even see the tears falling.
I just thank God. I thank God that I was not a part of it.
She's saying that like it could have been the other way. That made me think that he said, "Come ride with me somewhere," and then you just decided not to go. You see what I'm saying? Like she's trying to make this a lot closer to her than it actually is.
And that he removed me from the situation before I was a victim. It's just so hard to talk about, y'all. It's not easy.
So what's making it hard to talk about, Tiana? You ain't got no baby by the dude. Y'all wasn't having no back and forth issues with one another. Like, I'm just not getting why she feels the way she feels. She's really acting like this was her situation. Oh my God, it's so heartbreaking. Oh, I just can't talk about it. Well, let's not talk about it. The fuck?
Okay. So I need to get this out. Just be with me, Lord. My heart is just beating so fast. Uh,
Okay. You mentioned Miss Cheeks. You don't see what's wrong with it. She can share it. I'm not saying anything is wrong with her sharing it. I'm saying it's not her situation. She was not hurt in this situation. Her child was not hurt. It was not her child's father. All of these things make this story what it is. It's compelling people paying attention to it, even more so because of the fact that it was his child that he did this to. Okay. And his child's mother. Like there was a very close knit situation there. She was a casual friend. They didn't even have an intimacy level. So for her to talk about it and for her to be sitting here like she crying and like she was almost a part of this, that's where I have the issue. Not the fact that she's told it like she could have been like, dang y'all, I just found out a dude that I dealt with went and did this. She put that he was a M in the subject line like he had already committed the act and then she spoke with him. Or and then she dealt with him. He didn't even commit the act to a while after they dealt with each other. So that's where I'm coming from, Cheeks.
um, so some of you guys, y'all been here for a while, and you guys know that I was dating different people last year and whatnot. And there was this one particular person that I was dating, and it's just crazy because it's like you think you know people, you have all these years with these people, and or time with people, and you think you know them, and you don't know them. You don't know 'em. It don't matter how much time you spend with a person, you do not know them fully. And so, anyways, I was dating this one guy, not the person that I was just dating, not my ex, like not him. We're not talking about him. We're talking about the dude before him. And we were going out on dates and stuff. I met him through my sister. A lot of y'all know like the backstory on this situation already. And he seemed like a really genuine guy. We went to school together. Um,
Let me give you an example of why I feel this way. She did not, in her comments, mention any stories about it. I mean, she didn't pay any homage to the victims at all. She didn't even nothing. Okay, but yet she on here boohoo crying about it like it was almost her. How was it almost you? He didn't leave your house and go do this. Y'all don't have a baby and y'all wasn't into it. The emotionally charged situation was because he had a child with this girl. She thought they was together and clearly they weren't. And it went on from there. So that's why I feel the way I feel about it. How was she a victim? I don't think it's right for her to be telling this story. There's a family mourning the loss of their loved ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And she made, oh my God, it was almost me. It could have been me. How? The compelling issues that made the situation so noticeable and charged with emotion don't exist between him and Tiana. It only exists between him and his baby mama. And then the fact that it was his child is another thing that made it a bigger story. He did this to his own child. He could have done it to the mother and went on by his business. What was a 2 year old gonna do? He ain't gonna be able to tell it. So how is it um her almost? It could have been me. How?
I knew his brother. Me and his brother played in the band together. Um, really
You see how she's doing and saying all of this to try to connect her to him?
good people, really good people. So to think, really good people. And so he reached out to me last year around like around June, and asked me to go out with them for.
Okay, so let me. I was trying to confirm the time frame of when it happened. Okay, so on November the 15th, 2022, is this the same guy? Hold on. Okay, now this says September 2022, so now I'm totally confused. Hold on, y'all. Okay, she said she dated him last year on June, and I thought he committed the act last year.
Some for some lunch. I told him, "Hey, let's go, let's do it, whatever." We went, and then like after that, it was just like we had dates after
Every time I look at her, I think of that uh when she talk about you ugly with your big ass beat face built bad. I mean, because her lips, her mouth, and all of that. Oh God, never mind.
that, and so on and so on. And eventually, this one particular day, um, I had invited him over to my house for game night. We had the game night, and it was a picture that was taken that I had posted on my Instagram story, and someone had DM'd me about the picture, but I didn't think nothing else of it or whatever. I just kind of brushed it off, went on about my business. No sooner than, I want to say, like maybe 10 minutes later, he get a phone call, and he's on the phone basically arguing with somebody. I didn't know who it was until he told me to take the phone. The person wanted to speak to me, so I'm like, who is this? And he like, my girlfriend. And I'm like, your girlfriend? Like, you didn't tell me you had a girlfriend. Me being naive, back into the dating pool.
Now, Cheeks, he did move. She did move the baby daddy in for a short period of time when she called herself going back to him. It is this house, but I don't think it lasted long. But yeah, he did actually move in.
And stuff. I never thought to ask him about a girlfriend because of the way he was treating me. Like, he was bringing me out on dates and stuff, bringing me outside and stuff like that. So it never dawned on me to even ask him if he was even involved with somebody, right? So I get on the phone with her and I'm talking to her. She, you know, is going crazy on me, calling me all types of this and that and the third, calling me out my name and stuff, whatever. I took it to the chin, been called worse. And that was that. He got off the phone with her. He had a few words with her, whatever. Got off the phone with her and he apologized to me. He was like, I'm sorry for getting you in the middle of all of this. And he proceeded to say, oh, she's just jealous because of X, Y, and Z. If this is your girlfriend, of course she's going to be jealous that you're with a whole nother female. Like, that's not okay. So he was like, I'm sick of her. And like, just give me the whole rundown about this girl. Like, we're not even really together. We just roommates, such and such and such, or whatever. And at that point, we just called it a night. We just called it a night, right? So
I don't feel like she had to go there. Like she could have said, he was on the phone with the girl. She felt the type of ways about him being with somebody else. And then she really could have refrained from mentioning negative talk. Usually people try not to speak ill or disrespectful of the dead. And I think that she, being that she doesn't have a personal connection with her, she didn't have to talk about this.
I want to say a few days went by, and I had reached out to him, and I told him, I said I really didn't like how, things had went down that night or whatever. And he was basically explaining to me like he was sorry, that he had even got me into the situation to begin with. Um, Furthermore, the girl had ended up going to follow me over on Instagram and basically like stalking my profile.
Now, this I thought was very disrespectful. This woman is at this point when she's telling this story no longer here. Why bring that up? Why speak ill of her? She gone. Not only that, her child is gone. Why be disrespectful?
Ended up blocking her.
You telling her story because this is about her and what happened to her, right? And she's upset. So she say about what happened to her. But you're telling her story, but then you speak ill of her. Like that ain't cool. I'm sorry, it's not.
I ended up blocking him because I was just like, this is not what, I'm into. I'm not into nothing like that. Never heard from him again. I want to say last week.
Okay, she said she never heard from him again, right? Okay, so we're gonna jump over here to these stories because I'm trying to get the timeline right. So I want to make sure this is because this right here is supposed to be about the situation.
Haley Miller and a 2.5-year-old boy stabbed to death. 26-year-old Javon Fletcher was arraigned by video at Milford Superior Court. The judge called the allegations against him as serious as you can get just before 9 after calls from neighbors reporting a woman screaming for help. They found 19-year-old Haley Miller and a 2.5-year-old boy stabbed to death.
Now, I'm trying to see. It doesn't say the when, but when I look right here, usually um, things mentioned on social media, like this says 2022. So that makes me think it's in 2022. I mean, I don't know if that's the case or not. Maybe I'm reading this wrong because I'm just trying to understand the timeline. Because when did it happen? Did it happen before or after? Because if this happened before she made that post, then obviously it makes things look different. So let me see. Man, he look a mess, child. Let me make sure this is.
We have new information now out of West Haven where police have now released the name of the man accused of stabbing two people to death over the weekend. It's a horrific story we've been covering for you.
And today, that man is expected in court. Seen here, 26-year-old Javon Tyrese Fletcher is accused of killing his 19-year-old girlfriend and his 2-year-old son. Police tell us he stabbed both victims before jumping out of a second-floor window. He's being held on a $3 million bond. GoFundMe pages for both victims have been set up, and you can find a link to those pages on WFSB.com or on the WFSB app. And
top story we're following.
Okay, so hold on.
For you right now.
Now let me go down and see if I can find them because I'm trying to get a timeline. It doesn't give me a real timeline of when this happened. I have one more story. Hold on. right here. Y'all, he looked a mess. First of all, I wouldn't have claimed him. Shit, no, because he looks a hot ass mess. Hold on one second, guys.
Last few days for two families who now have to plan funerals for a mother and son whose lives were taken too soon. But even during this tragic time, they came out in droves to attend the first court date for the victim's suspected killer.
You have the right to have a lawyer.
The rows of the courtroom were filled end to end during the arraignment hearing for 26-year-old Javon Fletcher. He appeared in court via a remote feed.
Your Honor, Mr. Fletcher is 26 years old. He's been in Connecticut for the past 12 years. He does have family in the state. Your Honor, he was working as a ground crew member at Diabello Airport. He has limited criminal history.
Fletcher was released from the hospital earlier in the day. He was being treated for injuries he sustained when he jumped out of a window at an apartment building on Malloy Road in West Haven. That's where police say they found the bodies of 19-year-old Haley Miller and Fletcher's unidentified 2-year-old son Saturday night. They say Fletcher stabbed both of them multiple times. Families of both victims were present at the arraignment. And as expected, emotions were running high.
Justice, but not just all. How sweet Haley is. Thank you.
After the tragedy, Miller's family set up a GoFundMe page to cover her funeral expenses and provide support for the toddler son she leaves behind. Fletcher's bond is set at $3 million. He is due back in court in March. Now, I reached out to West Haven Police to see if they can tell us any more details about the case, but they did not respond. But for now, in Milford, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Okay, so all I can say is the news reportings are within the
On March
last 7
12,
days.
2023, police in Vancouver, Washington received a call from a worried grandmother. Her daughter and granddaughter, 27.
Like last week sometime, he crossed my mind for some reason. And I didn't know why. And so I just reached out because, mind you, like I said, I had met him through my sister, but we had also went to school together, but we didn't know. I knew his brother more than I knew of him. And so I had reached out to him. I said, hey, you crossed my mind. I said, I hope all is well, just checking in on you or whatever. I never got a response. And I didn't care whether I had got a response or not. I just, wanted to let him know, like, hey, I was thinking about you. Hope everything's well. So the other day, I had happened to scroll on Facebook and I had seen a story. And it caught my attention for a second, but I kind of just blew it off. So I was like, whatever. So I get on Facebook today at my doctor's appointment, and I see this girl, and I see this baby, and I'm like, who is this? I said, why does that name sound familiar? I said, and why does this town is ringing bells in my ear? So I start piecing stuff together. Mind you, I had the girl blocked on Instagram. So I went to go look at her name that was blocked on my Instagram. And I looked at her picture and was trying to compare it to the picture that I seen on Facebook and to the picture on her profile. And I'm like, it kind of give the same person, but I'm not sure. So I zoomed into the picture and I'm like, I see the nose piercing. I said, this gotta be the same girl. Y'all, this man unalived this girl. He stabbed her, I don't know how many times, but he unalived her. And he...
Right, Cheeks.
He unalived her. And his son was there at the time. and he unalived him too. And his son was only 2 years old. And when I tell y'all, it ain't nothing but the grace of God that my intuition at that time to just leave him alone.
You left him alone because he had a girlfriend. You didn't leave him alone because so you cool. You said it's not okay to date with a girlfriend. That's why you left him alone. She had two kids. Their son was there at the time that this offense occurred, and he was another victim. And as far as the other child, that child was not home, so that child was not hurt. So that child is still here. The other two uh, succumbed to their injuries.
I'm glad I did because that could have easily been me. It could
How?
have easily been my son.
How? How, Tiana? How could that have been your son? That ain't his son. He hurt his son. Now, why? I don't know. He's weird as fuck. Let's just be real on that. But this has nothing to do with you. It happened after you. The stuff that's showing shows that it happened within all of the reports and all the news about this is all within the last 7 days. Okay, so clearly that must be when it happened. That's number one. Number two, she dated him last June. Like she's way out of this. She has nothing to do with it. And why would he harm you? Y'all ain't in no relationship. He has no emotional attachment to you. He is not attached to your son. How could it have been your son? The fact that she did this was she a sorry sack of shit. I'm just gonna say it. She is piss poor. She is using these people's story to try to gain traction, pull people back in. I'm sure she's aware that her views are going down. Like this shit ain't cool. Like to be scared that damn I dated somebody who had this who went and did this. That's her story. I dated somebody who went and committed this act. But to try to take it and crying like she don't even like the girl. So why is you talking about her story? You didn't even show the damn. Now what she could have did, she didn't even show the GoFundMe. She didn't show none of the news, nothing. Just taking it over. Like she's shitty for that. I did find it. This is it right here. If anybody is interested, her name. Hold on, Haley Miller. Hold on, let me pull it down just a little bit more. Um, Now, they're not only trying to raise money for her services, they're trying to raise money to have something left for the other child that's here. Because I was like, dang, what they need 50 G's for? But that's why. I guess they just trying to put something up for whoever's going to take him into their custody. Anyway, let's jump back over here.
And when I tell you, like, God is so good, I have to stop playing with God. Like, I have to stop playing with Him because when I tell y'all,
Why is you playing with him in the first place, honey? Why? Tiana is a damn asshole.
when I tell
Hey, just my 2 cents.
y'all, He always have my back. He always have my back. And I let this man into my home, not knowing, like, this dude would do something so fucking heinous. You know what I'm saying? Like, God has kept me covered, my son covered, and all I could think about is that baby. The mother is on Facebook weeping and crying about how he unalived her child. And
She didn't even mention the child's name. If she dated him, she knows the little boy's name. Call his name. Honor his life with the memory. Put the uh GoFundMe up. Bring attention to the story itself, not to you. If you come here, you are not going to know anything about the story. You're gonna have to go and search it. Now she does say the guy that she used today. She say his name. Why give him credit? Why you know pull him and his name into your video, but not the person that was unalived and the child that was unalived. Give them the attention. Like, man, that shit is so fucked up. Like she just, oof.
It's just so sickening. It's so sickening. They said that he unalived her, he unalived the child, and then took it upon himself to jump out a 2-story window to try to run. And
Baby, it's no in the hell I would have let somebody know that I dated this man. First of all, he looked a fucking mess. And he looked crazy. I mean, he probably didn't look like that when she dated him, but he looked a fucking mess. Why is you claiming him? You need abuse that bad, girl.
I just don't know.
Baby, not a damn tear. Well, what you wiping, Tiana? That damn puff
Oh,
ball.
how people could be
Too little damn jacket on.
so cruel to a baby. That girl was only 19 years old.
Okay, but you done called her a stalker and all type and problematic, argumentative. You done put her out here bad. We didn't need to know that about her. All we needed to know was, dang, I dated this dude. Man, y'all, guess what he did? Blah, blah, blah. Tell the story. I just want to honor the people that are no longer with us. The family does have a GoFundMe. Here's their information. She would have did better with that story. People would have uh, probably passed it around and shared her video to get the information out there because it is sad. But it's all about her. Oh my God, it's all about me. They're gone, but I'm the victim. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know what happened. I feel like he had to
So why the fuck is you still talking about it then if you don't know what happened?
snap. He crashed out something, but my thing is like you unalived the girl and then you unalived your own child at that. Like she has a child of her own. The child of hers wasn't there at the time, but I believe that if her child was there, he would have unalived him as well. I don't know what happened, but
She done rewrote the whole story and did a 15-minute video. She done talked about it more than the damn news did.
all I can think back is to when he was here at my house and he kept telling me how annoying
Lakeisha, I don't know. Clearly, he saw her as a means to an end to get something out of her. Because why would you put a girl that you really digging on the phone with your girlfriend who ain't your girlfriend that you damn live with? Do that shit sound like it makes sense? That sound like a fucking and then you sat there and talked to a dumb motherfucker. Then you gonna call her a stalker after announcing that she is no longer here. No respect for her at all. Oh, I had to block her. For what? You even admitted that y'all just went and casually hung out. That's why he took you out, because it was no big deal. For him to just sit there and tell you that like it's nothing, and he called her his girlfriend. But oh, it was by the grace of God that I stopped talking about her. No, motherfucker, it's about the grace of God that you telling this bold face ass lie and on this motherfucker disrespecting a person who is not here to talk for themselves. You ain't shit for that. I'm sorry.
and how he wanted to get out, how he wanted to move and this, that, and the third. But he also
Okay. Oh, she just told us the tea. He wanted to move. So he was trying to get nice with you to move in. Because let's be honest, characteristics are consistent. Why did he show attention in her? She don't look nothing like the other girl. Usually people have a type. I'm sorry. And these are just my feelings. I don't disrespect anybody else's feelings who are on here. As you guys know, as a person that comes to this channel, you have every right to feel a certain way, and I'm not gonna say you wrong and I'm right for sure and all this and that. We don't do that over here. Everybody has their point of view.
Also would tell me how him and his baby mother didn't get along, and I don't know if that was like a jab at her, like if I take his life then you don't have him, like, you know what I'm saying, like just hurt and hurt, just to hurt. And it's so sad because it's like his brother is on Facebook grieving the loss of his nephew right now, and it's
Okay, so now that makes sense. Tangela, he did something else. Okay.
like, how do you even be there for the family, you know what I'm saying, like, I just can't believe I even, oh my god, I don't know, y'all, like my emotions is everywhere. um
This just shows that she's a narcissistic individual because this ain't got shit to do with you. And baby, she done made this whole situation about her. Honey, she fake crying and everything, child. I'm I can't do nothing but laugh because girl, she is in her feelings somewhere.
I just can't believe
I'm not laughing at the situation that happened. I'm laughing at her theatrics because I feel that this is an act that she is putting on because she already admitted that she don't like the girl. But yeah, she did a whole 15-minute video without showing any news about it, without you know, saying rest in peace to the mother or the child. Okay, but yet you crying with no tears and no red eyes. I'm just saying.
he did such a thing. When I tell you, like, I never got that type of vibe from him ever, ever.
She is Lakeisha.
Yes, he was caught. They said that he was injured when he jumped out the window, so he wasn't
No shit, Sherlock.
able to get away. I don't even want to get into the details of.
Okay, so why you doing this video? The fuck? Like, come on now. Whew. Y'all, I'm done with this hoe. Like, and I shouldn't have called her that, but it's just so ridiculous. She sat up here and made this big ass revelation. But soon as people start asking her questions, oh, I don't even want to get into the details. Baby, you done talked about it forever. You do want to talk about it. You just don't want to answer no questions because you know very little, just enough to make this your story and try to get views for it. You know just enough for that, but you don't know no real details. You don't even know the damn baby name, honey. Because if you sat down and talked to him and went out and all of this, then you should know those details. The only reason you know the girl name is because it's out there, and I don't even think she said her name, but said she stalked her. For what? Because she talking about his baby mama, not the girlfriend. Huh? Yeah, the girl who he said was the girlfriend is the baby mama. She's the one that was on the phone. She's the one that Tiana has called the stalker. She's the one he only dated the 19-year-old like 5 months. The 19-year-old is the baby mama. The person that he unalived was his baby mama that he used to live with and his child's mom, which aka baby mama, and it's the same person, the Haley girl. Haley Miller, I think it was. Yeah, it's the same person. Okay, do you have a different name for me? Because we just played all the information. If I'm wrong, I definitely don't want to be wrong. So, and that's not what Tiana even said. So you're saying that that he unalived his child who wasn't the baby's mama? Now I'm totally confused. She could have done a video telling women to be cautious who you date. Instead, she made this horrific crime about herself. Yes, that's how I feel about it. Now, True Facts is saying that the person who he unalived wasn't the baby mama. So, huh? Because that's what the news said. Man charged with murdering girlfriend and his 2-year-old son, who was her child. CT uh, uh, CT suspect appears in court for allegedly stabbing. Hold on. Girlfriend. Man accused of killing 19-year-old girlfriend and his 2-year-old. Now, this what the news saying. February 18th, 2025 is the date of this story. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up. Because, baby, I want to be right. You know how I am over here. I don't like to give out bad intel. So if I'm wrong, we going to get this thing right. No, she had 2 kids. True. First of all, let's listen to this. Let me not put my spin on it. Let me give you this. Okay, so we can ensure that we're correct. We're gonna find the information.
Sad story here. We're learning more tonight about the 19-year-old woman and 2-year-old boy who were killed in a West Haven apartment.
Yeah, I read this happened on Saturday, and police still on the scene tonight. And so is your reporter Dylan Fearon, who's live on Malloy Road. Dylan.
Well, Brian, Irene, the front of the apartment building still taped off. Police back inside this morning, and the window between the second and third floors that the suspect jumped out of after stabbing the woman and child still broken as investigators try to piece all of this together. Police haven't confirmed any of the names of the 3 people involved in Saturday's double homicide. Sergeant Scott Allard is expected to soon, with autopsies being conducted today. But Nicolette Neely, speaking exclusively to Channel 3, tells us the 19-year-old woman stabbed to death was her cousin Haley Miller. Police telling us they believe Haley was dating the suspect. Saturday night, several people in the apartment building heard Haley screaming, calling 911. Officers rushed over, found the suspect lying on the ground after breaking the window and jumping out. Then police found Haley and a 2-year-old boy dead inside the apartment. Nicolette claiming the child is the son of the suspect, not related to Haley, telling us her cousin leaves behind her own 3-year-old son. Haley was working in healthcare, starting an eyelash business, and was applying to nursing school. She just moved into the Malloy Road apartment. Nicolette describes the moments when she arrived to the crime scene.
The second I got there, he's like, "Are you here to take care of me now, Nicolette? Because mommy's gone." And I didn't know what to say. And then he's like, "When I go back home, mommy's not going to be there. I don't see mommy."
If you're in an apartment complex like that and you hear some type of screaming or things that just don't sound right, is to call us immediately. Let us get there and hopefully we can solve anything before it gets too serious.
Now, the suspect is in the hospital right now, Brian and Irene. He was injured after jumping out of that window behind me. We also know a GoFundMe page has been set up for Haley's family and especially her 3-year-old son, Jackson. It has already raised more than $16,000. I'm your reporter live in West Haven, Dylan Fearon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Dylan,
Okay, so let's go back over here. So, what you said is right. The son was his son. And so he took his son over this girl house and just decided to get him up out of there, let's just say. Okay, so yeah, I've never seen none of that before. And the way this lady represented it, the way Tiana represented it, um, had had me thinking that was her child. They said she had 2 kids or whatever. But clearly, I see now because they very clearly stated that in that last video. And like I said, I want to be right. I ain't trying to be just putting out random information. I want to make sure the information that I am putting out is accurate. The son wasn't hers. Her 3-year-old son wasn't there. My question is, child, that is crazy. Thank you for setting me straight, True Facts. I want to be right. I ain't trying to be just putting out random information. That ain't y'all know that ain't what I try to do over here. And I'm definitely gonna listen. So I just did. And I'm perplexed. So he took his son over there. Wow, that makes it even more tragic. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. That is crazy. He took his son to this girl house and basically turned on both of them. How the hell? So did they do a GoFundMe for the baby? That's sad, y'all. Mm-mm. Anyway, guys, so hold on. Cancer says, "Wow." So he took his son to the girlfriend's house only to do that. Yeah, like that is crazy. I'm shocked. That's all I can say is I'm shocked. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for y'all right now. Now it's 4:30 Central. I actually may come back live tonight. I want to go over some stuff that's done came up about Peach and Wine Glass. So stay tuned for that. We will possibly be back tonight, guys. Um, but for right now, that is the end of the video. Also, guys, if you guys have not checked out the t-shirt, go to just me CMB, just like my channel, .cc for content creator, and check out my t-shirts. Here's my commercial.
Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt.
I touch that fire for you. I do that three, but
I haven't heard about the 9-year-old. I will go look it up though. If you want to send me the information by leaving it either in the comments or on my community wall, if that's something y'all want me to look at and talk about and give commentary on, I definitely will. Jacqueline says, "Just me. Have you?" Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I just talked about. No, I haven't heard that. Send me some information about it, Jacqueline. Um, I'll go try to look it up or send it to me, Passion Lisa. I definitely would want to try to help if I can. That is crazy, y'all. Like, honey, you do got to stay prayed up. I agree with Tiana on that. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. I may come back tonight. If not, I will definitely be doing a midday live tomorrow. So, um, look out for me. Y'all, if y'all hear somebody hollering back there, please just charge it to the game, y'all. Just act like y'all don't hear, because apparently, you know, I'm just gonna say, just baby, I love y'all. That's all I can say. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. See y'all in the next one.
She get it from her mama. I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is unpolite. Done me in a humble life.